Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
If you're on social media and you love animals, chances are you know our next guest. His name is Niall Harbison. He went from being a successful entrepreneur, cooking for celebrities like U2 and Tom Hanks, to caring for stray dogs in Thailand and growing over 1 million followers in the process. He credits the dogs with saving his life. And he's written a book called Hope, How Street Dogs Taught Me the Meaning of Life. Niall, hi.
Here he is.
Good morning, guys.
So nice to talk to you. I've seen all your stuff on Instagram. I didn't realise your backstory and the kind of life that you stepped away from. Tell us about those big, high-flying years of yours.
Yeah, well, I was a chef for a long time and cooked for a lot of famous and rich people. And then I set up businesses and was in the corporate world and kind of trudging to work like a lot of people, 9 to 5, pushing numbers around spreadsheets, stuff like that. And then I just decided to quit and head to the beach in Thailand, which is a dream, I guess, for a lot of people.
Because it's interesting, you go from being a chef to a number cruncher, as you say, but chefing is kind of more creative, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it's also a really hard job. Most of us eat and enjoy our time out, but like you're working pretty antisocial hours. I used to drink a lot. You're working weekends. You don't get to see your friends. So it's maybe not as glamorous as it sounds being a chef.
I know, but when you say, you're cooking for U2 and people like that, you go, that'd be great. Bono would be, he'd always be up for a Guinness pie.
Yeah, he ordered actually one time when I was cooking 37 full Irish breakfasts when he heard the chef was Irish and I was down in the kitchen. So that was 6 o'clock in the morning. So he was actually one of the nicer celebrities, believe it or not.
When you went to Thailand, did you have this mission in mind, or you saw the need on the streets of Thailand?
No, I saw the need. I mean, it's a long story, but I actually ended up in hospital because I drank so much and I suffer from depression and anxiety. So I had a bit of a life flashing before my eyes sort of moment where I was like, wow, that if I'm going to die here, which I thought I was like, this isn't I haven't achieved very much in my life. So I was like, I need to do something more meaningful. It sounds a bit corny, but that's exactly how it was. And I just started then feeding dogs and building a whole new life.
So when you feed the dogs, it's not like you take them all into your home. You actually feed the dogs on the streets.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to understand, but I feed 800 dogs every day via a little woman makes the food for me, and then I distribute some of it on my moped, and I give it to other volunteers as well. If anybody's been to maybe Bali in your part of the world or one of these countries, there's so many street dogs, and it's not like where I'm from, Ireland or Australia, where everything is nicely, everybody's got their pets and you'd have the odd dog. I mean, there are dogs on every street corner that are looking for food. So it's a whole different world and they struggle massively. So I'm trying to help them out a little bit.
And are there more and more dogs appearing, or do you know what I mean? Because it's never going to stop, is it? There's going to be dogs and all of a sudden there'll be too many dogs. Yeah,
well, once they hear there's an Irish guy out on the moped feeding, they do appear from everywhere. No, I do a lot of sterilizing as well, which is neutering or spaying the dogs. So that's the only way to tackle it, is to get the numbers down. So the feeding is fun and essential, but the sterilizing is even more important. So my dream is to get the number of street dogs down around the world. So it does take a lot of less exciting stuff, I guess. The sterilizing is really, really important.
And you do that yourself?
Yeah, I've set it all up for literally from the back of my moped, but now.
But you do the sterilizing yourself on the back of your moped? No, I was about to say, gee.
Yeah, look, I'm a bit squeamish as well. Like I always deal with broken legs and stuff like that, but I take them to vets. And I'm trying to build out systems here as well. There's actually a couple of Aussies here who do some work as well. So we have a team of vets and people on the ground now as well who help.
Wow. Tell us some of the individual dogs. The stories are heartbreaking, aren't they? The cases with dogs that have been hit in the head with axes and things. And I love seeing the transformation of these pets, of these dogs.
Yeah, some of them are just, I see horrific cruelty. But I think if you look on social media or anywhere, it's quite depressing. So I tried to put a positive spin on it, and show their transformations. So nobody wants to log in and see cruelty or bloody images. So the way I do it is like I have some really good little characters. Like McMuffin is one dog. She was cancer and she was thrown out in the streets basically because they didn't want her anymore. So we transformed her, fixed her up. It took about 4 or 5 months, but she's now fantastic. There's King Whacker.
Yes.
Yeah, he got split open with a pickaxe on his head. Which was pretty grim at the start when I had him in the truck, but now he lives over in Scotland. So
Wow.
basically I focus a lot on like those individual cases are really transformations and they make people feel good, I think, and then they see a happy ending. So I've rehomed 55 dogs in the last year, which is
That's pretty good.
It's not going to change the whole problem, but it definitely for those dogs and the families they've gone to, I think it makes a difference.
And how has this turned your life around? You said that the dogs have saved you.
Yeah, unbelievably. Like I was in hospital, like I said. That's one of them drinking in the background. Tina, who's one of the special dogs. She's actually unfortunately in the later stages of her life now at the moment, but I'm kind of people love her. She's a golden retriever. She was tied up on a chain, but she's now living a wonderful life.
Good.
So it's changed my life in terms of like, look, it's really early here. I just woke up at 5:30. The sun was out, and I have a huge peppermint. Like I get to go and feed dogs for the day, which is a dream for many people. In the old days, I might have just been coming home now, or even starting to drink at this time after waking up. So it's a complete game changer. I get to do what I love, and I'm very I feel blessed to do that because most people are like I used to be, tied down with mortgages and dependencies and all the stuff that I used to trudge to work and not enjoy it at all. So now I'm doing something I really love, and I'm very, very blessed with that.
Well, no, you're doing great work because my experience with dogs in the street dogs is Lady and the Tramp, and that's pretty much
And how they ate all the spaghetti.
they
That's
ate
your
the
only
spaghetti.
knowledge?
That was pretty much it. But this is a new light.
Yeah, I might go and watch that movie. I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Niall, thank you for joining us. You can pre-order Niall's book, Hope, How Street Dogs Taught Me the Meaning of Life through Booktopia and Amazon. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys, and have a lovely day.